Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up.
Good morning, everybody. Cappers Nation live Saturday, dark and early game day edition. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have everybody here. How is everybody doing? It is dark. It is early. It's a little chilly out, but you know what? We're here and we're ready to make some money. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully the volume's all good and you guys can hear me. Chido tuning in the house. Give me 1 second. Got to get my live chat up and running. The live chat was not working for me, so hang on 1 second, folks. There we go. Chido in the house. Princess Chachu, Jermaine, Raymond, Neverest, KC, Anthony, Hoodap, Bob. What's going on? Appreciate that, Bobby. Glad to know we're loud and clear, ready to rock, ready to roll on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. Good morning, William, tuning in via text message. We do have our email going out, letting everybody know that we are live. Bear with me just a second, folks. Going to get everything up and running. We've got a busy day today. If you're on, if you have access to the soccer, I definitely recommend jumping into your account, taking a look at the soccer. 2 plays today. He's 3-1-1 in the last 5. Today should be a great day when it comes to soccer, and I believe there is an early one in 34 minutes, so you make sure you do not miss out on that one either. Alrighty, come on. Let's get this party started. A little warm in here already. A little warm. Might need to go crank down the AC. They got the heat going on today. How's everybody's morning going? Where'd my live chat go again? There we go. There's the live chat window. Gonna do a full recap of everything that we had yesterday. A little wacky of a bowl game. Mike K, if you're busy staring at the wrinkles on my forehead, then you've got problems. You've got problems. Maybe you should put some earbuds in and maybe go do some yard work. Maybe you should go do some yard work. Rather than stare at the wrinkles on my forehead. Alrighty. We got bowl action today. Armed Forces Bowl. We got Wildcard Saturday. Looking forward to the Wildcard games today. I think we got some great games today. Guaranteed Saturday. It's our favorite day of the week. 1, because we're live on Saturdays. Fresh Bar 45, what's going on? And then 2, obviously, our big Guaranteed Saturday, which I'm super stoked for. Cannot wait. Very, very, very excited. Definitely going to be a great day today. Raymond, good morning. No, wasn't in close-up mode. Just made me appear a little bit bigger. Wasn't in close-up mode. Still the same camera. But if you were on Guaranteed Saturday last weekend and you got that monster smashing game on Notre Dame, then you might want what we have for today. NFL game will be part of Guaranteed Saturday. I'm not telling you if it's the first one. Not telling you if it's the late one. All I'm telling you as that sucker is a flat-out winner. Be a nice big win for everybody. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty. One second. Okay, good. Had to send something on my phone. Wanted to make sure it went through, and then the phone crashed. Balling Pros, good morning. Did it not send? Sending is disabled during a full rescan. There we go. Did not send. 1 second, folks. 1 quick second. One 7-1. Okay. There we go. Let the show continue. Christopher Bear, good morning. Stackwap, good morning. Balling Pros, why are they playing? I think you'd have to direct that one to the NFL. Michael Jordan, good morning. Good morning. It has been a while. All right, recap of what we had yesterday. Wild and wacky bowl game yesterday. Nevada opened up. When we put it out, it was at 8.5, plus 8.5. And then literally not 20 minutes later, maybe 10 minutes later, I don't even know how many people logged on and got it at 8.5. But that line jumped to 10, so I know a lot of you that I talked to already got it at 10. Congratulations. You guys got on the good side of it. The over on that game. What a weird game that was. I wouldn't say weird game. That might be not the right word to describe it. What just some awkward, interesting play calling by the Nevada Wolfpack coach. It was almost like he didn't want to score. It was almost like he did not want to score. Who calls a double reverse from the 5-yard line? That might be a new one that I've seen. 2 turnovers. Down near the goal line late in the game with a chance to do some damage. They could have won that game outright had they not turned the balls over. Interesting. But anyways, that one stayed under the total somehow. How it stayed under, I have no idea, with the exception of some piss-poor play calling. That game should have gone over rightfully so, but unfortunately it didn't. So we were on the wrong side of that one. My personal plays, Northern Kentucky, up by 13, ended up losing by 1 million. And I'm not sure what happened with Northern Kentucky. I didn't get to watch that game, but I know they were up big, or up by 13 at one point, and then ended up losing pretty damn big. And then Wright State getting the job done for us. So 1 and 2 day on my personal plays yesterday. Small little setback, no big deal. But like you guys just said, Bobby just said this has to be one of the worst play calls in the history. Michael Jordan said stupid play calling, maybe killing more. Jaden Garrett calls a stupid play. No doubt about that one. Definitely was an interesting play call. Free consensus play yesterday. The Knicks +7. Up big going into the fourth quarter and end up getting just smashed. and end up losing by 8. Christopher Bear, refs were picking up flags left and right. Yeah, it just wasn't going our way for that game, no doubt about it. I mean, I got plus 10. I bet it right before the game went off, and I got plus 10. But, I mean, it was at 10 when we were live yesterday, which was not even 15 minutes after we posted the plays. So that was good to get it at plus 10. Free play I gave you guys yesterday in the NHL. Washington plus 105. Nice little underdog winner smashing Carolina. I know they let Carolina come back in it late, but hey, they got the job done. NHL package ended up going 2-1 yesterday. Obviously, Washington, when we gave it out there, plus 120. Dallas first period over 1.5. That was a winner. And then the over 5.5 ended up losing. I believe it was a total of 5 scored in that game, so we stayed under by 0.5 point. Premium plays, Miami losing to Orlando, Portland smashing Washington, winner there, and then the Lakers laying 10.5 and they win by 10. That was a tough one there. So free plays ended up going 1-1 yesterday. We won the bigger of the two, so that's what matters. And again, the bowl package, awkwardly, depending on where you got the line, 8.5 or 10. Or somewhere in the middle, hopefully, at least. So, nonetheless, you can't win every single day, but we're going to win today. If you guys were on Guaranteed Saturday, last Saturday, you guys absolutely smashed the books with us, and we're going to do it all again. Let's take a look. Ohio State shockingly losing outright to Wisconsin. That one I didn't see coming. Good lean on Houston laying the 10 against UCF. Had them outmatched pretty much the entire game. And then Seton Hall laying 6.5 against Georgetown. Dropped the Ohio State lean. So leans yesterday, 2-1. Another winning day on leans. That was a good thing from the show. Glenn W. got it live, plus 10 yesterday. Very nice. So what we've got on tap for this morning, we're going to break down the bowl game. Then we're going to jump into the wild card games. If you want to be on Guaranteed Saturday, super easy to get on board. Here's the link to it. $150 guaranteed to win, or you get the next one free. Brandon, I see you just jumped back on board with 3 days of my personal plays, sir. Thank you. I'm going to be sending those to you right now. I've got a busy day as far as my personal plays go. Brandon, I'm sending them to you right now, brother. Good day to be on board. We've got a busy day as far as games go. It's going to be one of those big money making days. Alrighty. All right, Brandon, they're in your inbox right now, sir. Thank you for jumping back on board with me. Always appreciated. Michael Jordan, under barbershop talk, anyone ever tell you you look like Matt Rule asking for a friend? No, I've never heard that one before. I've never heard that one before. That's a new one. That's a new one. Maybe if I put a little hair up on my head, might be a possibility. Tar Heel Tim, what's going on? What's going on, brother? Don't forget, guys, a lot of opportunities, big deals going on to get on board my personal plays or premium plays. We've got a package that suits everybody's bankroll and budget. We will take care of you all. Princess Chacha, you thought the same thing on what? On what Michael Jordan was saying? All right, let's get my information up for the bowl games. For the bowl game. The bowl game today. The rule. Well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. I'll take that as a compliment. All righty. Armed Forces Bowl this morning, guys. 11:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 Pacific. In 1 hour and 50 minutes, this game will go down in history until the next one. As you guys can see, I'm a little tired this morning. I don't know why. I got plenty of sleep. I don't know about you guys, but when bowl season is over, I'm ready for a day off. I'm ready for a day off. Am I allowed a day off? Nope, days off. No days off. All right, popping up the odds on this game, and then we're rocking and rolling. Once we get all that up, we'll be rocking and rolling, ready to roll. All right, guys, game 277, 278. Tulane, Southern Miss. Spirit animal is a capping bulldog. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. Bobby says he deserved one. You know, I was hoping to be able to take one tomorrow and come out your way, but unfortunately it's not going to happen because I'd love to go to that game tomorrow. All right, let's take a look. Tulane, Southern Miss. Game 277, 278. Line opened up, laying 7.5. It is up to 8 in a couple spots already. I expect it to be 8 everywhere before long. For Southern Miss, catching the 8. Tulane laying the 8 or 7.5. Depending on which side you're looking at. Total on this one opened up at 58. It's down 1.5 to 56.5. It would not surprise me at all to see this total drop even lower in the next hour and a half. Stations has it at 7.5, over and under 57 still. Everywhere else, with the exception of William Hill, still has it at 57. Everywhere else is 56.5 on the total, over and under 56.5. Diving into these two teams, first of all, you got Tulane. They used to play each other regularly. From 1979 to 2006, they met every single year. They get to renew the rivalry today. They have not played since 2009. Michael Stretch, what's going on? Tulane 6-6 straight up, 8-4 against the spread, 6-6 to the over, and then you got Southern Miss 7-5 straight up, 6-6 against the spread, and 4-8 on the over, 8-4 to the under. Excuse me, they haven't played since 2010 when Southern Miss smashed them 46-30. Interesting note, the last 5 Armed Forces Bowl games have gone over the closing total by at least 15 points. The last 5 Armed Forces Bowls have gone over the closing total by at least 15 points. Is that going to happen today? We're going to find out. Raymond, you just jumped on board? Okay. Oh, there it is. It didn't come through originally. I will get them coming your way right now, sir. Thank you for jumping back on board. I got them coming your way right now, Raymond. I mean, 1 second, and they will be in your inbox. All right, sir, I just sent you a text message. And I just sent you another text with the games. Just reply to it. Let me know that you got them. That way you can get them. I know this is, you usually do the premium plays and our guaranteed plays, so glad to have you on board. Excuse me. Glad to have you on board. Everybody else, plenty of time to get on board. A lot of great deals going on. Guaranteed Saturday here in a little bit, which I'm super excited for. All right, back to the game. Let's take a look at Southern Miss. Both of these programs riding losing streaks. All right, Southern Miss has lost their last 2 games to end the year. They lost to Western Kentucky 28-10, and they also lost to Florida Atlantic 34-17 to end their season on the 30th of November, a little over a month ago. Taking a look at Tulane, they've actually lost their last 3 straight games and 5 of their last 4 games. They had to win 1 out of their last 6 games to become bowl eligible, and they nearly did not. They had losses to Memphis, losing 47-17, Navy 41-38. They did have a win. Their one win in their last 6 games against Tulsa, winning 38-26. Then they had the 3 games that they just lost against Temple, losing 29-21, UCF 34-31, and SMU smashing them 37-20. Taking a look at, the numbers between both of these two teams, I mean, you're going to find out, Southern Miss has the number 1 passing offense in Conference USA. Their quarterback, he's pretty good. Dynamite. Although he has thrown quite a few picks over the last couple games. He's had 2 bad stretches, but he's had a couple. He's had 3 weeks worth of practices to get that figured out and get that worked on. Taking a look at their numbers, first of all, Tulane is 6-1 against the spread against decent rushing defenses, yielding less than 3.6 yards per carry. Tulane prides themselves on trying to be able to not only run the ball but stop the run. And stopping the run for Tulane is something that they've actually struggled with. Southern Miss is 1-6 against the spread after a game with a turnover margin of -3 or worse. And Tulane is 6-1 on the under their last 7 games played against Southern Miss. Throw that stat right out the window because these two teams haven't played in 9 years. All right, Tulane averaging 33.3 points per game, 27.8 points per game for Southern Miss. Both of these teams combined, we've got an average of 61.1 points per game scored between the two of them, and we've got a total of 56.5 for the game as of right now. Tulane getting the job done on the ground, primarily run program, run, something Southern Miss has been good at defending against. All right, Tulane averaging 250 yards on the ground, 5.3 yards per carry, and averaging running the ball 47 times a game. They run the ball 47 times to an average of 26 passing plays. They average 205 yards in the air, 7.7 yards per passing attempt. They can get the job done in the air if they want and if they need to, which is where they're going to probably have to go to be effective against that Southern Miss defense that only gives up 111 rushing yards, 3.4 yards per carry, as well as 238 in the air at 8.2 yards per passing attempt. If Tulane wants to exploit the Southern Miss defense, they're going to have to do it through the air more than likely, unless for some reason Southern Miss has a breakdown and allows Tulane to establish a run game, which Southern Miss has been great at shutting down all year long. Now, when Southern Miss is on offense, they average 27.8 points per game, 122 yards on the ground, 3.6 yards per carry. They try and split up their offense, even Steven, with the same amount of rush plays to passing plays, but they just have struggled getting a big running game going. Like I said, they average 3.6 yards per carry. In the air, different story. They're averaging 289 yards a game, 8.8 yards per passing attempt. They're the number one passing offense in Conference USA. They'll be going up against a Tulane defense that has struggled to defend the run. They give up 164 yards on the ground, 4.4 yards per carry. So here's an opportunity for Southern Miss to try and establish a run game early. And obviously, if you can establish a run, it opens up the pass. Tulane, which has been fairly decent at defending, they give up just 214 yards in the air, 6.8 yards per passing attempt. And both teams negative in the turnover category. Southern Miss lead the charge at -9, and Tulane -4 on turnovers. Both teams don't have a big points differential average when they're winning. Tulane averages winning teams by an average of 5.9 points per game. Southern Miss 1.9. All right, Southern Miss averages beating teams just by 1.9 points per game. When it comes down, I mean, obviously we've got a bowl game, and I've got another play on this. But as far as this game goes, I think turnovers is going to be key here. Much like we saw in the Nevada game, turnovers was key. If Nevada didn't turn over the ball so many times, especially towards the end, they probably would have won outright. They probably would have won the game outright. I think it's the same situation for Southern Miss here. Obviously, they lead the charge in the turnover department as far as creating as far as turning the ball over. Tulane has less turnovers, as well as a little better stat as far as creating turnovers on defense. So, in my opinion, the turnover game here needs to be won by whichever team wants to win and not only cover the spread. So, obviously, Tulane being a little more than a touchdown favorite is going to have to get a stop somewhere. And if it's by turnovers and you get points off of turnovers, Southern Miss could get hurt early. Same thing with the total. If they're turning the ball over in the red zone, obviously it'll probably help keep the total under. However, if you're turning the ball over in your own zone, you're muffing punts, turning the ball over there, you're fumbling in your own zone, throwing a pick in your own zone. You can definitely play the case for this game to go over the total as well. Kathy and Gary, good morning and you're welcome. Willow, good morning. Shapendi, good morning. You didn't get a YouTube notification? That's not good. Always follow me on Twitter. Twitter will always send out a YouTube or a live notification. Then you know to come here. Glad you were able to get on the Capitals yesterday. So as far as this one goes, I think turnovers is going to be a big key factor in it as well. I think turnovers is going to be a big key factor in this game. So, but as far as this one, lean towards the under. But that could all change with turnovers happening in the wrong zone. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to jump into the wild card games. We're going to try and touch all 4 of them today. We'll see how the morning goes. We'll at least get the first 2 wild card games, and then once we're done with that, we'll see if we can do the other 2, and then we'll jump into some college hoops. Because I'd rather do college hoops and not college hoops over NFL, but I'd rather do college hoops for today because that will help you today. But guys, I literally need to go turn from the heat to the AC because it's absolutely hot. I'm actually starting to sweat in the office. Nobody's here yet. Oh, actually, no, they should be here at 7 o'clock shortly. So give me about 1 minute. Let me go turn the heat off because they've got the heat blazing. So let me go turn that off, and then we'll be right back. We'll jump right into the NFL wildcard games. We'll touch both of those, see if we can't do the other 2 as well as some college hoops. So be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. We are back. Ready to rock and roll. Switched it from heat to AC. With the old trusty, I can put it in the little thing and bend it up. Last time I did that, I ripped it off the wall. All right. Who dat Bob over 100 college basketball games today? Absolutely going to be a great day today. All right, if you guys are part of our soccer, if you're part of the bowl package and you have access to soccer, game starts in just a few. Make sure you get on board. Make sure you get on board. All right, if you have access to it, game starts in just 3 minutes. Make sure you go ahead and you bet that one. Alrighty, I just put mine in. Michael Jordan says, everyone is discounting the Pats. Never go against the hoodie and Tom Brady TB12 at home. In January, especially with bad weather, they're on sale today. Only laying 5. 5 to 5.5. It was 5.5 a little bit ago. It was 5.5 a little bit ago. But I know you can shop around and get 5. Or 5.5 if you're taking the dog. Christopher, I see you just jumped on board. 3 days of my plays. Gerald, Lil Fred, thank you for jumping on board the Guaranteed Saturday play. You guys are going to love that one. That'll be a nice big win. Chris, I'm sending you my plays right now, sir. If you're watching live, they're coming your way right now. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay. So that's done. I appreciate that, Chris, for jumping on board, as well as everybody else that jumped on board Guaranteed Saturday already. I know it's a lot of you taking full advantage of it. Nice big win to pound the book with today. Shane says San Diego State looks good for college basketball today. I think it's going to be a tough game, Michael Jordan. I think it's going to be a big, tough game, MJ. I think it'll be a good game, though. Nonetheless, I think it's going to be a great game. Nonetheless, I think it'll be a great game. That I do. Alrighty. Wild Card Saturday. We love NFL on Saturday. We do. Super excited. Can't wait. Can't wait, guys. I'm going to tell you this much. I see a lot of information split between both games. First of all, starting with the early game, Bills, Texans. I see a lot of sharps riding the Bills. I see a handful of them on the Texans. The power ratings favor the Texans. Effective strength favors the Texans. The bettors ratings favor the Texans, as well as the consensus all favor the Texans on this one. Let's take a look at the numbers on this game. First of all, we're going to take a look at the numbers, both where people are betting, which, remember, I do give this full disclaimer out. I don't use the percentages on where the public is betting or the sharps. I don't use that to determine what I'm going to bet. I use that to determine when I will bet. For instance, let's just say everybody's pounding the Texans, and I know that line is going to go up for the pounding the Texans, and I want to bet the Bills. And everybody's pounding the Texans. I might use that information in my knowledge to wait, knowing that the line on the Bills is going to go up. However, let's just say I want to bet the Bills. I know that everybody's going to be pounding and that line's going to drop. I'll bet it earlier in the week. Joe, thanks for joining us. I think the weather is the equalizer. Oh, that comment is gone. Shane says, does anyone like the over for the Titans and Patriots game? MJ on the same page as me. All right, guys. So let's take a look at game 141, 142. Bills, Texans. Line opened up. Texans laying 3. They're laying 2.5 minus $1.20. You can get the or minus 3 depending on where you're at. Same thing with the Bills. You can catch plus 2.5 or plus 3 depending on which book you're using. Tony, what's going on, brother? Glad to have you joining us. Good morning and good weekend as well. All right, the air just kicked on that. Better be cool air, not warm air. I'm going to be pissed because I just turned that sucker down to turn the AC. Mike K says Texans money line. I like it. Total opened up on this one at 39.5. It quickly rose to 43.5. All right, it didn't stay at 39.5 for very long. That's a fact. Calvin Scott says over Titans, Kyle. Calvin likes the over in the Titans. Thanks for joining us, Calvin, as well as everybody else. If you're new to our channel, first of all, welcome. We go live 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. We go live on the weekends, Saturday and Sundays, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, dark and early in the morning. So if you haven't already done so, if you're new to our channel, take 1 second out of your day. That's all it is. 1 second out of your day. Hit that subscribe button right down below. That way you get notified, should get notified as long as YouTube's doing their job. Hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell right next to it. And then when you're done with that, do us a big favor, give us a big thumbs up in the video, let us know you appreciate all the hard work. A lot of deals on the website, guys. Before we jump into this game, you can get a month of my personal plays for $500. You can get every single one of them between now and the NBA Finals. Almost 6 months worth of my personal plays for $1,500. Killer deal right there. Compton Drive-By likes Milwaukee. San Antonio over 228.5 in the NBA. Joe Joyner says, I think the weather is the equalizer in the Patriots' favor. Cold and windy means deflated balls, and Brady's experience overexceeds Tannehill's. No doubt about it. Mark Blevin says, I'll take the Bills. MJ says, Bills offensively challenged, and Allen doesn't have the experience yet. All right, let's take a look at these wild card games. First of all, I see quite a few people riding the dogs in just about every game. I see a lot of people, not many people, as far as sharps, respected sharps, taking any favorites in any games. I see a lot of people, even on the Vikings Saints games tomorrow, a lot of people taking that 8. A lot of people taking that 8 and putting it in their back pocket. Not sure if I'd necessarily agree with that one. Now, when you're taking a look at both of these teams, let's start with the Bills and the Texans. Bills 10-6 straight up, 10-5-1 against the spread, 4-12 to the under. 4-12 to the over, 12-4 to the under. All right, Texans 10-6 straight up, 7-9 against the spread, 7-9 to the over, which makes them 9-7 to the under. These two teams combined are a 21-11 to the under. 21-11 to the under combined. Buffalo 7-0-1 against spread on the road with Sean McDermott as their head coach. Houston is just 1-6 against spread their last 7 games as a favorite. Who dat Bob says not good on that +8. You've been warned. Buffalo 5-0 on the under on the road, underdog of 7 or less points. Buffalo is 5-0 on the under their last 5 road games as an underdog of 7 or less points. Takea Jefferson, good morning. Do I have any personal plays on the NFL today? Myself, no. I have a college bowl game as well as a lot of college basketball. Premium play has an NFL play. Mark Blevin says, Deshaun Watson doesn't impress me. He's ready for vacation. All right, let's take a look at what these two teams have done. Houston, they've lost 2 out of their last 4 games with 2 wins mixed right smack in the middle. They lost to Denver 38-24. If you guys remember, we were actually on Denver. It was actually one of my biggest personal plays that week. We absolutely smashed them. They were laying 8, and we absolutely annihilated them. They bounced right back with a win over Tennessee. They beat them 24-21. Then they had a close win over Tampa Bay, beating them 23-20. And then obviously losing their last game of the year to the Titans 35-14. MJ says J.J. Watt could be a big factor today. I'm sure even a J.J. Watt who's not at 100% will always be a help to the whatever team he's playing for. So in this case, the Texans. But him coming back from surgery early, not being a full 100% from the reports that I saw and from what I've heard. Will he be a factor? Yeah, he'll definitely help the team out. He'll definitely improve. But I don't think he's going to be a huge deciding factor not being at 100%. Tony Wynn says Saints using the NFL Game of the Year. I won back in New Orleans up. We definitely won on our big NFL Game of the Year 2 weeks ago. We definitely did that. Glenn W. says Saints still remember the Minnesota Miracle revenge time. Taking a look at the Bills, guys, what they've done recently. The Bills have actually lost 2 straight to end the year. They lost against the Patriots 17-24, losing by a touchdown there, and then they lost by a touchdown to the Jets last week to end the year, or end the regular season, excuse me. But obviously, we were not playing, or they were not playing starters for the entire game. So take that one out of the big equation. Under the total of 6-2 in the last 8 Buffalo and Houston head-to-head matchups. They did play last year with Houston beating Buffalo 20-13. The dog did cover the spread, and the games have gone under 4 out of the last 5 times. Brennan Bell says, I think the Texans get it done today. Darren Lyons says, first half over 20, question mark, for the Houston game, question mark. When you're diving into these numbers, first of all, take a look at the Bills. Very anemic offense. They average 330-something yards a game on average. Only 19.6 points per game. If the Bills win, they're going to win it with their defense. Bills averaging 19.6 points per game. They're averaging 128 yards rushing the ball on 28 carries. They are averaging 4.4 yards per rushing attempt. They're also averaging 202 yards in the air, 6.3 yards per passing attempt. And then you've got the Texans averaging 23.6 points per game, 126 yards on the ground, 236 in the air. But Darren says, I hate when they do first quarter over 7.5. They do that to try and get you. They're going to make you lay the juice if you want to play. Both of these offense, as far as numbers go, are very similar, with the exception of the points scored are off by 4 points. Other than that, the numbers are very similar. I guess, you could say the Texans average, 34 passing yards more per game. A very minor increase. Now, the defensive side of things. The defensive side of things is where I think this game will be decided. If Buffalo's D comes out and plays like they've been playing all year long, they're going to be tough to be beat. All right? Buffalo averaging just giving up 16.2 points per game. They average giving up 103 yards on the ground, holding teams to 4.2 yards per carry, and 195 in the air, holding teams to 5.6 yards, which is a great low number. Great low number there. Incredibly low, holding teams to 5.6 yards per passing attempt. The Texans on D, not too shabby either, holding teams to 24.1 points per game. Although they are getting ran on 121 yards a game, 4.8 yards per carry. So the Bills should have their work cut out for them and should have plenty of opportunity to be able to run the ball. The Texans give up 121 yards on the ground, as well as 267 in the air, getting torched in the secondary, giving up 7.3 yards per passing attempt. Now, one spot where there is a difference is also on turnovers. Buffalo comes in at +4 on turnovers, even Steven for the Texans. Joe Joyner, do the books increase the juice and limit your total bets on teasers during the playoffs? Five Dimes does not. Five Dimes still has all of their options. Tony says, who do the Texans play? Colts, LOL. Only win was KC this year. You take a look at the Texans' schedule. They played the Saints, they lost. They played Jacksonville, they beat them. The Chargers, they did win. They lost to Carolina back in week 4 of the NFL. They played Atlanta, they beat them 53-32. They did beat Kansas City. You are correct about that one. They did lose to the Colts. They beat the Raiders. They also beat Jacksonville. They lost to the Ravens. They beat the Colts again. Actually, they came back and they beat the Colts. They did beat the Patriots 28-22. They got their loss against Denver, win against Tennessee and Tampa, and then obviously another loss against Tennessee. So Texans did have a good schedule this year. I do believe that they did play a decent schedule. I'd have to probably put it as a tougher schedule than probably what Buffalo played. Buffalo played the Jets twice, the Giants, the Bengals. They did have a loss against the Patriots. They did play the Patriots twice, and they did lose to them twice, but not by much, 16-10 and 24-17 in both meetings. They did play the Titans, the Dolphins, the Eagles, the Redskins, the Browns, the Dolphins twice. So Definitely, I'd have to say if I was rating the schedule, I'd say that the Texans got the tougher of the two schedules. That's for sure. As far as as far as the side goes, I do have a play on the side on this game. So I'm not going to be giving out that. Maybe I'll give it out for free. But as of right now, one of the big key factors on the total is going to be turnovers. Turnovers, much like that college game. Both teams capable to turn over the ball. Deshaun Watson capable to turn over the ball. No different than the Bills. Morning, Jerry. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. As far as the total on this one goes, I do lean towards the under 43.5. I know the total is up 4 points. Taking a look at the money, where the money's been bet on this game, we'll take a look at that real quick, which may determine if I'm going to bet the game. If I do, will be much later in the day. As of right now, it's pretty much even, Steven. 48% on the over, 52% on the under. So not much there. There's been a lot of buyback once you got to 43.5. There was a lot of people taking the over when it was at 39.5, and now you're getting some buyback and making it pretty much even. 62% of all the money coming in is on the Texans as of right now. 38% on the Bills. That number could change in another hour once the books really start getting busy. So as far as a lane, Michael, good morning. As far as a lean on this one, I do lean towards the under 43.5, and I think it could be decided by turnovers. If the Bills, commit a turnover in their own zone, it's going to leave easy opportunity for Deshaun Watson and the Texans to put up points. No different if it's the other way around. Deshaun Watson's turning it over. They muff a punt in their own zone. It's definitely going to make it an easy opportunity for an anemic offense, and the Bills, who struggle to put up points already. It'll give them easy opportunity. So I do lean towards the under in this one. I don't have an official play on it, but I do believe the under is the play in my personal opinion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I do believe the under is the play on this one. Alrighty. Gotta stretch, gotta wake up a little bit, Tired this morning. I don't know why, I got plenty of sleep last night. So, while we jump into the next game, before we do that post up, who are you guys rolling with? Well, I do my little jumping jacks in my chair, and get stretched and get ready for this next breakdown. Gotta get ready for the Brady breakdown, right? While we get ready for that, post up in the comments who you're rolling with. You rolling with the Bills plus the points? You taking the Texans laying the points? You taking the over? You taking the under? Maybe a money line bet? What are you doing? But I will tell you, there are some attractive stuff out there on some of these games where a teaser may be your best opportunity. So I do see some opportunities to potentially tease a game and have especially if you have 5 dimes. They've got some really, really, really cool opportunities to potentially tease a couple of these teams and have a good little score. Michael, good morning. Rod, oh wait, not here today. Exactly. Tony, you're very welcome, buddy. Always, 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 always. And whenever you're ready to jump back on board, I'm here for you. Jermaine says Pats and the Bills. Tyler says Bills under. Michael says Houston and the over. Takea Jefferson says Bills. Michael Jordan, Houston and the under. Mike K says, I also think the under is the play. Willow says the Titans. Wrong game. That's coming up next. Who Dat Bob says tease the dogs. Tease the dogs might just be a great idea. Mike K says Houston money line and under 44.5. 100%. J Camp says Bills and Titans teaser. I like it. Michael says Titans money line and Houston money line. Tom says good morning, everyone. Getting a late start. Glad you can finally make it, Mr. New Baby Daddy. You know, I would think that, you know, you'd probably be sleeping in when you could, but the little one might be up. But glad you could join us. Late nonetheless, but glad you could join us. Anthony says New England minus the points. Yeah, who dat, Bob? Tom got to sleep in this morning. Either that or he's been busy changing diapers. One of the two. One of the two. Who's ready for a monster day? Oh, by the way, who dat, Bob? You better check your account. You better check your account. I believe you've got guaranteed Saturday in there. I don't know if you saw that or not. But if you didn't, now you did. That part's in there. The rest hasn't been added yet because you still have premium plays, my personal plays. So I've been waiting to surprise you. Tom, I could tell you, Robert, good morning. Edward, good morning. Tom, I could tell you can do what I did and just let the feeding just be let it be up to her. But eventually it will come back to haunt you. So good on you for waking up every 2.5 hours for the baby's feedings. I mean, like I said, you can do what I did and just let her worry about the feedings. But when it's all said and done, it's going to come back to haunt you. So take a wise man once said, don't do as I did. Take the advice. You're doing a good job. Alrighty. You know what time it is, right? Wildcard Saturday continues. Moving on to the next one. This one, I think we're going to see a lot of different opinions on. Obviously, there's always going to be the Patriots backers. No doubt about it, no matter what side of the game that you're on. It don't matter if you're on the Packers, Patriots. I just said the Packers. The Patriots. Any bowl pick? It should be already posted, Brian. I do believe the bowl package is already posted today. Should already be posted. Yeah, it's already posted. It was posted long before we went live. Coriel, good morning. So there's always going to be the Patriots backers, no doubt about it. Doesn't matter which way you look, you're always going to have your diehard Patriots backers. All right, this is game 143, 144, Titans, Patriots. Mark Blevin says tease Buffalo under, and the Titans. Taking a look at the Titans, guys. 9-7 straight up, 9-7 against the spread. 10-6 on the over. They did have a nice 4-game win streak. They won 6 out of 7 games before dropping 2 straight. 1 to the Texans, 1 to the Saints, coming back and beating the Texans at the end of the year. Thomas says Pats win, but I'm a fan. Taking a look at the Patriots. 12-4 straight up. 8-8 against the spread, 7-9 to the over, 9-7 to the under. 9-7 to the under, yet their last 3 games have all gone over the total. They did lose their last game of the year to the Fish, losing 24-27 to Miami at home. They do have 2 victories right before that against not only the Bengals, beating them 34-13, and a 24-17 victory over the Bills. Coriolis are going to be another game of the week. Not this week. I already had one this week. That would give me 2 games of the week. There'll be another game of the week next week. Let's take a look at the money as well as where the line is on this one. Jermaine says, I'm a Pats backer, and Ed AG says, if the Pats stop Henry, they win the game. All right, guys, line opened up. Tennessee catching 5.5. It's down to 5.5, depending on where you look. The Westgate still has it at 5.5. BetMGM still has it at 5. CG Technologies 5.5. Stations Casinos 5.5. MGM 5.5. I believe 5 Dimes was 5.5 minus $1.15. You had to click on the box to be able to get it at that. No, actually, it's actually down to 5 minus $1.15 at 5 Dimes. So the line on that game is dropping in favor of the Patriots. Some money coming in on the Titans. But obviously, there's time in the day. With that being the late game, that game could swing either direction. It could continue trending downward the way it's going right now, or it could reverse. It could be some buyback, some big buyback on the Patriots when that number reaches a certain point. Total on that game opened up at 41.5. It's up to 44.5 at the Westgate, and believe it or not, you can get minus 40, minus 119, or minus 44.5, minus $1.10 at 5 Dimes. So total all over the board, anywhere from 144 to 145 that I'm seeing at Station Casinos. They just bumped it there. The D Casino still has it at 144 at over and under 44.5. J Camp says Patriots win by 7 points or more. Tom says, here's where I get my brain in a pretzel. I personally do think the Titans can win, but if I bet against the Patriots like I did in the Super Bowl last year, I will kick myself yet again when Patriots win. Thomas McDonald says, raining here in New England. Hold on one second, guys. Jermaine says the rain helps the Pats. Thomas McDonald stopped Derrick Henry, and we win this game. Definitely going to be a tough task. Crypto says, are the Patriots cheating for this game? I'm sure they are. One way or another, they are. Bobby Munoz says, Patriots just aren't the same team of the past. They show it every Sunday. No doubt about it. Tannehill at Foxborough, he's 0 for everything, I do believe. But give the man some credit. He's definitely playing the best football of his life. And I will tell you this. In order to win a championship, you have to peak at the right time. It doesn't matter what seed you come in at. It doesn't matter if you're a wild card team or if you got that first round bye. If you're not peaking at the right time, you're not going to win a championship. Plain and simple. The name of the game is to make it to the playoffs. You make it to the playoffs, and then it's anybody's game. Whoever peaks at the right time, that team will win the playoffs. Taking a look at this, Patriots have lost 3 out of their last 5 games, including their last game of the year. Are they trending in the right direction? No. They're still the Patriots. Titans. They've lost 2 out of their last 3 games. 2 out of the last 4. Are they trending in the right direction? They were. But they got cooled off not only by the Texans, but by the Saints as well. If you guys go back and you look at some of these teams that have won championships in other sports, for instance, the LA Kings. First year they made their run and they won the Stanley Cup Finals. They were actually one of the favorites going into the playoffs. The second time they won, 2 years later, they did not make the playoffs until the last game of the regular season. They were the 8th seed coming out of the West. Yet they smashed everybody. Winning a championship, you need to peak at the right time. That all starts today for these 2 teams, or these 4 teams playing. So it doesn't matter how they played in the entire regular season before that. What matters is what happens today and tomorrow and then moving forward. Whoever peaks at the right time over the next couple weeks, they'll be winning. Have a bad day today, and it could be over. Brady has a bad day. Receivers keep dropping passes. Can't connect. Can't stop Henry. Patriots could be in for a little pickle. Hold on one second, folks. Okay, we are back. Michael Jordan says they will stop Henry and force the backup Tannehill to beat them in Foxborough in January in the rain against the Hoodie and TB12, not happening in this lifetime. Penny says everybody is going to take the under on the Patriots. I think it is going over. I think this game could potentially go over. However, obviously one of the keys for Tennessee to have a successful game today is to keep Henry moving the ball on the ground. Tannehill will be able to pick up some yardage on the ground as well. And time of possession. Keep the GOAT off the field. Keep that New England defense on the field. Keep the ball in the Titans' offensive hands is going to be part of their game plan. New England is 6-0 straight up and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 home games against the Titans. New England 9-1 against the spread at home after playing the Dolphins. Tennessee just 2-8 against the spread their last 10 games versus the AFC East. And the Patriots 8-2 to the over at home after playing the Dolphins. All right, these 2 teams did play each other twice last year. Tennessee winning 34-10 and New England winning the first game 35-14. Bobby's killing me. Gonna pick up some shrimp and bacon for tomorrow, Kyle. There's still time to get on a plane. Woo! It's tempting. It's really tempting. It's really tempting. MJ says everyone loves Capper's Direct, even me. Kyle, go for Cap. Thank you, I appreciate that. I didn't watch the game, Mark. I didn't watch the game, but I heard something about it. All right, diving into these 2 teams, let's take a look at the numbers. As far as points for, very similar numbers. Very similar numbers. Titans averaging 25.1 points per game on offense, 26.2 for the Patriots. Titans averaging 139 yards on the ground, 5 yards per carry. New England averaging just 106 at 38 at 3.8 yards per carry. The Titans averaging 224 yards in the air per game, 8 yards per passing attempt. Patriots averaging 248 in the air at 6.4 yards. Let's take a look at the defensive side of things. No doubt about that one, Thomas. No doubt about that one. Patriots have a solid run defense as well. Patriots give up just 14.1 points per game. 20.7 points per game is what the Titans defense gives up. Titans giving up 104 yards on the ground per game on average, 4 yards per carry, as well as 255 in the air at 6.8 yards per passing attempt. Establish the run, open up the pass, obviously will definitely help out Tom Brady and the rest of the Patriots. Brady's going to make the passes. They're going to be on the money. They're going to be right where they need to be. It's going to be up to that Patriots receiving core to actually do something with them and convert them into catches, which is something they've struggled at times this year. Jonathan says, Pats do this thing where they look broke, then Belichick and Brady show their girth. No doubt about it. J Camp says, Philly doesn't play tonight, Ed, so they can't win, but I do believe they win against the Seahawks, LOL. I'd have to say it's probably, worked itself in now. Mark on Happer says, how much of these Titans stats should we possibly bump up for Tannehill effect, or has that worked itself in now? I'd have to say he's probably worked it in now. I'd add a little more to the numbers. Jermaine says, don't let the regular season fool you. Pats always find a way. No doubt about it, they have. Over the total is 3 out of the last 5 games, or 3-2 to the over the last 5 meetings. Taking a look at the Titans on defense, they give up 104 yards rushing, 255 in the air. Patriots holding teams to 95 yards rushing, but 4.2 yards per carry, as well as giving up 180 yards in total passing offense per game, 5.4 yards per passing attempt. Extremely low number for the Pats defense right there. Patriots, reason why they are what they are, plus 21 on turnovers. Patriots plus 21 on turnovers. Titans plus 6. Mike K says, Pats are a grower, not a shower. Just a little fluffing by the weather today, and they come out ramming the Titans into utopia. Joe Dirt says, if you think New England is going to win, take the under. Michael Jordan says, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's focus on Tennessee. No doubt about it, this is definitely going to be a good game. I actually think both games today are going to be 2 of the better games that we see, with the exception of the Seattle and Philadelphia game tomorrow. I think these are going to be real football games. I think the Bills and the Texans is going to be a very, very, very close game. And no doubt about it, with Tennessee and New England, I think it's going to be a very competitive game. I really do. I really do. I know you should follow the hype of how a certain player performs on certain days, Monday Night Football, or in the playoffs, or in Foxborough, or in a certain temperature. But there's one thing that a lot of people don't realize, is that one, when you win a championship, it's because you peaked at the right time. And you have to look at how a player is playing, or players are playing, at any given certain time. Fasty, hey Kyle, just 5 dimes ask for a social security number when you sign up. I don't remember. I don't think, I don't know. Maybe somebody that signed up recently. I've had an account for years, so I don't know. Penny says they asked the last 4. They asked the last 4. They asked the last 4. Nick DeSlick says it's playoff time. Don't go against Brady. Yeah, Fasty. If I remember, I think they've always asked for the last 4. But they're safe and secure, especially if you pay by Bitcoin. So, but there's no denying the effects of Tannehill in Tennessee and what he's given to the Tennessee offense and what they've been able to do since bumping him up to starter. Michael Jordan, what do I think of it? We have a play on the side, but as far as the total, I don't have a play on the total. But I do think we could see some Glenn, you're killing me, man. I want to come back, trust me. I do think we see some points in this game. I do think we see some offensive points in this game. Might throw in a defensive touchdown from one of the teams making a mistake as well, especially with the adverse weather. Will definitely add to it. Is it going to affect Tom Brady? No, it's what he does. Could it affect Tannehill? Absolutely. As somebody pointed out, his stats for when playing in Foxborough is like 0-1,000,000, 0-6 or 0-7, something like that, as well as playing in games with weather under 40 degrees has not been good. Obviously, he'll be pumped up. Obviously, he's been playing great. I'm sure he'll have some nerves. You know, in these situations, experience does matter. However, you know, they're all in the NFL. It's just another game, and it's not the Super Bowl. So, obviously, you know, some of those jitters shouldn't be there. No doubt about that one. So, I wouldn't discredit Tannehill. He's playing some of the best football of his life right now, whereas Tom Brady's not. No doubt about it. So, but I think it's going to be a great game nonetheless. And I'm not saying that, you know, the Patriots don't blow them out. And Tannehill could be 0-7 in Foxborough when it's all said and done, as well as 1-5 in games under 40 degrees, as Jay Camp just pointed out. Might be Brady's 51st, and he might just be 51-7 in games under 40 degrees. Thomas, there's no tax for 5 dimes. But no, most definitely, Tennessee definitely a solid team. They deserve to be where they're at. Most definitely. Most definitely. These players are in the NFL. They're not kids. So today will be just another trip to Foxborough. It's just a little later in the season. Now, if this was an AFC Championship game, then I might say there's some more on the lines. But it being a wild card game, just another day for them. Just another day, just another week, just another game for them, in my opinion. But then again, I could be wrong. Maybe he's nervous as shit, puking before the game. Doubt it, but it's possible. It's possible. But as far as the total on this one goes, I do lean towards the over. I think we see some points scored in this game by both teams. I think Tannehill puts a couple in the end zone. Henry will probably get his 1 or 2. And no different, for the Patriots. Who's going to score from? Who flipping knows this week? Whoever catches the ball. Whoever could actually catch and secure the ball will put up the points for New England. But as far as this one goes, I do lean towards the over in this one. So, but I do like the over. It's actually moving up. It's over 44.5 right now. Toby, definitely could be the case if they're able to go all out and stop Henry. The Patriots secondary has proven all year long that they can defend the pass. They've given up 180 yards a game, 5.4 yards per passing attempt. So definitely going to be an interesting game. I really look forward to watching this game tonight. I really do. I really do. Hold on 1 second, folks. Yes, Tom, it was. It was the first one that we touched because I know it starts in 45 minutes. Corey, thank you, sir. I see you jumped on board, taking advantage. A week of my personal plays guaranteed Saturday, as well as my next game of the week next week. You should have access to guaranteed Saturday already. I'm sending you my personal plays right now, sir. Sending those to you right now, Corey. And thank you for jumping on board. That's a good deal right now, especially considering guaranteed Saturday is $150. Considering guaranteed Saturday is $150 all by itself. Joe Dirt says, I'm on Tennessee in the over in Buffalo if Fuller plays for Houston. Post up what you guys are liking in the comment section on the Titans in New England. Are you rolling with the Titans plus the points? Still 5.5 at the Westgate. 4.5 in a couple other spots. 5 in a couple others. Or are you taking the Patriots laying the points? You taking the over 44.5, or you taking the under? Post up in the comments what you guys are leaning towards on this one. Definitely think there's some viable options out there for everybody. Tyler says he got Pats at 4. Christopher Bayer says dogs today. Shapendi says Patriots and Patriots over. All right, post up in the comments. We're going to get rolling. We're going to do some college hoops for everybody. Bobby says Hungry Titans team. Stackwap Moneyline Pats. Shapendi says Patriots over. Edward Pats to win and over 43.5. Joe Dirt says dogs this weekend. Jermaine Pats defense scores today. If that's the thinking, I would definitely roll with the over. If the defense gets an extra touchdown, it definitely will help out the total. Give me 1 second, folks. Hold on 1 second, folks. Trying to get you guys on something a little fun in this game, so hang on 1 second. Alrighty. You guys know how I like to put you guys on good plays. So we're going to break down some college hoops. And then I'm going to put you guys on a good play. I just bet it myself. Whodat says he teased Buffalo plus 8.5 and the Titans plus 11. J Cam says I'm waiting for the total, the over to get as high as it can, then pounding the under and taking it to the bank. Taking a look at that money aspect, I'll help you out there, J Camp. As of right now, 60% of the money is on the over, 40% is on the under. So as that keeps coming in, I think people will start pounding the over on this one. I do like the over, but I mean, if it got higher, I mean, or much higher, I don't see why you wouldn't want to lay the juice on the under either. So. Ray, good morning. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get our college. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay. What's what behind me? All right, guys, let's see here. Mark says Titans going heavy, tight end sets, Pat's corners locking down the outside. Probably a good suggestion right there behind, right there. All right, so we're going to move into some college hoops. Talk some college hoops real quick before some of these games get underway. All right, if you are new to our channel, first of all, thank you for joining us. If you are old to our channel, thank you for joining us. I do have a great free play coming up for you guys. You never know. I might even give you multiple free plays. You never know. But I do have a nice big winner for everybody. and I'll be getting you guys on that here very shortly. But if you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button. Take 1 second out of your day, hit that subscribe button right down below. That way you get notified each and every single time we drop a video. Doesn't matter if it's live like this one or pre-recorded. You'll be notified. We go live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We put out content. So hit that subscribe button, and when you're done with that, do us a big favor. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Privyet to our new Russian friend. Alrighty, if you're not on board for my personal plays or our NHL plays, Bobby Munoz, are my personal plays ready to go? Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Penny says premium play free. It might be something special. It may not even be a premium play. It may be something, it may be one of those Kyle specials where we put some money in your pocket. Could be, it won't be an NHL play like yesterday. But yeah, yesterday's play was a nice winner in the NHL. A lot of college basketball games today. Over 100 on the board. All right, ton of action today. Ton of action. A lot of money to be made. A lot of I can't talk. A lot of low dangling fruit to be taken advantage of. Give me 1 second, folks. A lot of low dangling fruit in college hoops. If you like college hoops, you should probably be on my card for today. You should probably be on my personal plays for today, especially if you like college hoops and you like winning. So we definitely have a good selection today. I do. And it's going to be a monster winning day. It's going to be a monster winning day. So if you're not on board, time to get on board right now. Pick up 3 days of our premium plays or my personal plays, $99. You can pick up a month on sale of my personal plays. I've got it on sale. It's a month for $500. Even better than that, you can get all of my personal plays between now and the end of the NBA Finals. You get 5 months and 17 days worth of plays on sale for $1,500. Mike, you're killing me, man. A lot of killer deals on the website, guys. That the bigger the package, the cheaper the overall price per day, per week gets, which gets pretty damn cheap. Mike K says, low dangling fruit was my nickname in college, so let's get it. Yeah, you wish, buddy. You wish. Ty, good morning. I know Tom Weiner likes making money. I know he likes college hoops. Robert Allen says, all day starting at 12 Eastern time. Toby, don't start with that. Don't start that. Bobby Munoz, did you mention a package for $150? There's guaranteed Saturday, that's $150. Guaranteed to win, or you get the next one free. As far as a package goes, you can get on the website a week of premium plays, and I'm surprised they have this on there right now. You get a week of premium plays or a week of my personal plays. You get guaranteed Saturday, as well as my next game of the week, which wouldn't be until next week. But you get those others for $300. So that's what I think you heard me mention was the $150. Patrick, thank you, sir. I do have losing days from time to time. Brian Watson says, bet 365 New England is minus 4.5 now. All right, so what we're going to do, let's start with one of the first games. As far as thrill factor goes, who wants a college basketball game broken down? Send it in the comment section which one you want, and we will break it down. It would benefit us if you knew the game number as well, but if you don't, just let us know which game you want. We'll break it down. Jared, guaranteed Saturday is $150, guaranteed to win, or you will get the next one free. It's posted, instant access to it. As soon as, it's primed, locked, loaded, ready to go. Tyler, NC State and Clemson, deal. You got it, sir. You got it. Noon Eastern time game coming right up for you. That's an easy one. Game 609, 610. Ray says, don't care, just a winner, baby. If you don't care, just a winner, baby, then get on board guaranteed Saturday. Thank you, Robert, as well, for posting the game number for me. It was easy to find. It was like the 5th or 6th one down the list, so we did find it right away. 4th one down the list. All right, guys, let's take a look. First of all, NC State opening up as a 2-point favorite. It is now down to 1.5 just about everywhere. Taking a look at our friends over at 5 Dimes. We're going to pop up what they have on this game as well. They have the game NC State laying 1.5 minus $1.10 minus 125 on the money line. Clemson plus 1.5 plus 105 on the money line. Total over and under 137.5. Which seems to be about the standard here in Vegas as well. The Westgate at 137, stations at 137, 137.5. CG Technologies literally in the last minute just bumped it to 138. And the D Casino, it is getting ready. They actually just bumped the line down to NC State -1 literally 30 seconds ago. So the line on NC State is now down to 1 at the D Casino, which is generally the first to move a line here in Vegas. Taking a look at both of these programs first, let's take a look at NC State, guys. Kevin Keats, his team, he's got the Wolfpack off to a 10-3 start. 3 losses coming to Auburn, Memphis, and Georgia Tech, who they lost in the beginning of the year. That actually was an Atlantic Coast Conference play game in the beginning of the season. They're actually 1-1 in conference play. They did have a win over Wake Forest, which was a conference play back towards the beginning of December as well. So here they are. This starts their 3rd game of conference play against Clemson. They go on the road today. As far as NC State goes, they're riding a 2-game win streak, both at home, beating the Citadel and App State. Before that, they had their loss to Auburn on the road, losing 79-73 in a close game there. They had 2 wins on the road right before that. One against UNC Greensboro, and a road conference win against Wake Forest, winning 91-82. Before that, they also had a win over Wisconsin. They beat Little Rock, Alcorn State, St. Francis of New York, FIU, and Detroit. And again, their 3 losses came against Georgia Tech in overtime, losing by 1 point, 82-81. They lost by 5 to Memphis, and they lost by 6 to Auburn. So we've got a real strong Wolfpack team this year, guys. It's going to be a great road game and a road test for them. They do have 3 true road games. They had actually a 3-game road trip where they actually won the first 2. They lost the 3rd one, which was against Auburn. And one of them was a conference play. So here they are starting conference play again. back into conference play, and this one is a big road game against Clemson. Taking a look at the Tigers guys, Brad Brownell, he's got the Tigers in a pickle. They're 6-7 on the year. 6-7 on the year. They're trending in the way downward direction. They started out their year in conference play in the very beginning of the year. For everybody that doesn't know, the Atlantic Coast Conference has started their very first game of the year. All but just a couple teams has always been a conference play the last couple years. All right, so they opened up the year against Virginia Tech. It was a home game, conference game. They ended up losing that one by 7, 67-60, and then they rattled off 5 straight wins. So they were 5-1 with wins over Presbyterian, Colgate, Detroit, Alabama A&M, and then a big win over TCU in overtime, beating them 62-60. That was a neutral site tournament game. And then it just spiraled, all right? Around Thanksgiving time, November 26th, things just got out of hand. They have now lost 6 out of their last 7 games, all right? With a gimme win is their only one, or else they'd have 7 straight losses. All right, they lost to Colorado, 71-67, and this is where it spins out of control. They lost to Minnesota by 18, 78-60. They lost to Florida State by 19, losing, 72-53. All right, then they ended up losing by 13 to South Carolina, 67-54. They had that gimme win right in the middle against Jacksonville, winning 68-39. You would have thought that stopped the bleeding. No, it just put a little Band-Aid over it, and they forgot to apply the pressure, all right? They played Yale, and Yale smashed them by 9. Little old Yale, and these are all home losses that they're losing on. All right, they actually lost 3 out of their last 4 home games. They lost to Yale at home. Then they lost to Miami at home in overtime, 73-68. All right, so here they are. They're wrapping up a 5-game home stretch to start. It'll be their 4th conference game. They have not won an ACC conference game yet. They lost to Virginia Tech in the beginning of the year. They lost to Florida State back on December 8th, which was a conference matchup. They went on the road there, and they got slaughtered. And here they were at home against Miami, another conference game, and they lost in OT. So Brad Brownell, he's got his team in a pickle, guys, like I said, and they need to get a big win at home. Clemson needs to get a big win at home. They need to get that first notch in conference play, 0-3, looking for their first win since December 20th. It would actually be their only second win since November 24th. All right, they have not beat a quality team since they beat TCU in overtime on a neutral site game since November 24th. They've just been getting their ass handed to them one way after another. As far as these numbers go between both teams, that's what we're going to do next. We're going to compare both teams side by side and see if we can't put you guys on the right side. Bobby, I see you just renewed for my personal plays. Got them coming your way right now, brother. Got them coming your way right now. Give me 1 second, and they're going to be coming your way. All right, just got them sent your way, Bobby. Thank you, sir, for jumping back on board with me. I think we're 8-3 in the last 3 days. Be better after today. Thank you, Tom. I do appreciate that. Trying to get everybody to hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already done so, please do. Give us a big thumbs up in the video. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. Over 100 here. Should definitely be over 100 thumbs up. I would imagine it definitely helps us out as well. Back to this breakdown, guys. Side-by-side breakdown. Let's take a look at the Wolfpack, NC State. Hold on 1 second, folks. Okay. Taking a look at NC State and the Wolfpack and their offense. We have them ranked 9th in all of Division I in adjusted efficiencies go. All right, we've got them at a score of 113.3. As far as Clemson offense, horrible. We've got them ranked 208th. As far as defenses go, Clemson's defense is better than their offense. Let's just say that. All right, we actually have them ranked 47th in all of adjusted efficiency goes as far as offense goes, but they have been playing like trash as of late. They've lost 6 out of their last 7 games. NC State's defense, fairly decent, comes in ranked 113th, and you're going to be able to see these numbers compared side by side. All right, NC State hitting 53.7% from the field. Clemson knocking down just 49.1% from the field. Now, when it comes to shooting the ball, NC State pretty decent at knocking down the three ball, hitting 35.3%. All right, 35.3%. Clemson hitting just 31.7% of all their 3-point attempts. 2-point plays, NC State hitting 54.1% of every jump shot, layup, and dunk. Clemson coming in, knocking down just 50.4%. Penny, did you send out personal plays? Yes, I did. Hold on one second. I'll resend the message that I did send to you. Give me 1 second. You must not have got the message that I sent this morning, so I will resend it to you. All right, so it's coming your way. Now, free throw shooting. Both fairly decent when it comes to free throw shooting. Clemson just a tad bit below the Division I average, hitting 69.4% from the charity stripe, 71.7% from NC State. When it comes to turnovers. NC State turning the ball over just 16.9% of the time, 39th best in this stat in all of Division I. Clemson 18.9%, so a 2% differential. Now, offensive rebounds. NC State rebounding the ball, 29.8% of all their offensive, or 29.8% of all the rebounds come from the offensive glass. Just 24.9% for Clemson, a very low number. It has them ranked 266 in the offensive rebound category, which is not a good stat to have. As far as point distribution, Clemson relies on their 3 ball for 36.5% of all their points. And they struggle with the 3 ball, hitting just 31.7%. Clemson is going to take some looks, and they're going to hope they drop buckets. They're going to hope they drop at least 1 out of 3, even though their average is less than that. All right, both go to the bench for over 25% of the minutes played by bench personnel, 27.2% for Clemson, 28.1% for the Wolfpack. 2 foul participation. Both participate, not much though. 19.4% of the time for the Wolfpack, which that means Kevin Keats, guys, he will allow his team to play for 19.4% of the available minutes. So just round up and say 20% for easy math purposes. For everybody that doesn't know what the 2 foul participation protocol is, it's what it's a coaching style that's very, very, very good to know and understand. What a coach will allow a player to play when they pick up 2 fouls in the first half. So let's just say the 6'10" center for the Wolfpack, DJ Funderburk. Let's just say he picks up that second foul at the 10-minute mark of the first half. He'll get roughly 20% playing time of those remaining 10 minutes. So if there's 10 minutes left and you get 20%, he's going to get 2 minutes before he's riding the bench the rest of the game. Or he may come out immediately and get 2 minutes later on. Who Dat Bob says, got to go get ready for tomorrow, guys. May start tonight. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate you and everyone else. I recommend starting tonight. I recommend getting your party started early because it's definitely going to be a party there in New Orleans. I wish I could join you tomorrow. I wish I could. I think it would be an absolute blast, and I'm very bummed that I'm not going to be there. Very bummed. So the two foul participation protocol, that is just a coaching style that's actually very important to throw into your handicapping. If you don't know, now you know, but it's definitely something that can swing a total one way or another. It's definitely something we factor into every single thing we do with college hoops. All right, for instance, let's just say a coach, and the 20 percentile is not a high number. 20% is not a high number. It's when you get into that 30 and 40 percentile, which is a high number, and it can definitely swing a total one way or another. So, for instance, let's take a look at some of the players. DJ Funderburk for the Wolfpack, or even Manny Bates, their 6'11" freshman center who gets some playing time. He splits the playing time with Funderburk. Why? Because Funderburk has been in foul trouble. He's actually struggled at times. Do I like North Carolina State or Tennessee? Well, last time I checked, they're not playing each other. NC State's playing Clemson. Last time I checked. All right. So, when you're taking a look at these players, Phil Torres, the game of the week was earlier in the week, so there'll be a game of the week more than likely next week. Assuming I have one, will be next week. There would never be two in the same week. Then it couldn't be game of the week. They'd be games of the week. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second, folks. But back to the two foul participation protocol. What it does is if, let's just say, two players from each side, or even just one team, Funderbuck's on the court with two fouls in the first half, do you really think he's going to risk a sloppy third foul? Is he going to go after a loose ball, dive in like a cannon, or whatnot? No, he's not going to risk that third foul, because if he gets that third foul, he's going to be on the bench for a lot of the second half as well. Coach is not going to allow him to. So it's a coaching strategy that if the coaches do participate and they do have a higher percentage, the likelihood of easier baskets down low, less aggressive play down on the rebound side, or loose balls can swing one way or another, which would definitely leans towards the over in totals. But hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So definitely a stat to pay attention to that you guys need to be prepared for. All right, so on this one, as far as this game goes, I'm going to trend with the hot hand over the team that is just ice cold. I don't have an official play on this one, but I do like NC State in this situation, guys. They are down to, they are down to one. At the Westgate. Let's take a look at what the money line on this one is. Just in case it being a close conference game. A lot of times these close conference games you'll see will come down to a bucket or two, or possibly a free throw at the very end. But as of this one, -1.5, -125. You can either lay one minus $1.10 right now, or you can lay 15 cents more and take them on the money line. For me, I'd take them on the money line. NC State on the money line, minus 125. So that's my lean on that one. I do like it. I don't love it enough to make it a play, but I do like it. And what I want to do now, because we have football in 9 minutes, and before I start talking about another game and getting off track, want to definitely put you guys on a free play. So if you guys leave after this free play, you're probably going to miss another one. All right, you're probably going to miss another one. But going to get you guys on a free play right now. It's something that I already bet. I actually bet it, 15 minutes ago, like I told you I did. And you're going to get that on the screen as well for you guys. So that's coming right up. Need you guys to go bet this right now, or you will miss it. Let me get it on the screen real quick, and then just give me 1 second, folks. And then I'm going to have it on the screen as well. Type it in the comment section as well for you. And we'll get it up there for you guys. So get ready, get your accounts out and open and ready to bet, because we've got a free play coming for you guys right now. All right, we've actually done this a couple times over the last couple weekends, and they have all been successful putting money in your pockets. So without further ado, here you go. Doing another one on 5 dimes, 3-team, 8-point NFL teaser, 8.5 for others. This is a ties reduce. On 5 dimes. Southern Mississippi plus 16. The Bills plus, I think it was 19.5. Or sorry, 10.5. I wish it was 19.5. I can't read. It's too small a grain on the screen. And under 52. So there it is right there, guys. Better go get that one in, because the college football starts in 6 minutes. College football starts in 6 minutes. And then obviously the Bills game is later. So 3-leg teaser for you guys, just like we did last week. This one actually pays plus money. It's plus 110. So a $1,000 bet for me wins back $1,100. Just like, I think we've nailed all of the teasers as of late that we've been putting out. So hopefully continue the trend and put even more money in your pocket. This one should put more money in your pocket. So there you guys go. We're going to move right back into some more college hoops breakdown for you. And remember, if you're new to this channel, don't go anywhere, because I probably have more low dangling fruit to give you guys. All right, I just wanted to get that one out because that game starts in now 5 minutes. So you want a winner, there's one. You want another winner, don't go anywhere, because I've got another one coming as well. Got another one coming as well. Dre DeJesus, you're very welcome. Everybody else, you're welcome as well. And we're going to get back to college basketball, guys. Going to get back to college basketball. For everybody that doesn't know, if you want to get on board Guaranteed Saturday, you have to be on board by 4:30 Eastern Time. It is a play on one of the NFL games. I'm not saying if it's a side, if it's a total. It is $150. It does come with a cost. It's not cheap. I get it. It's not cheap. Occasionally we have them on sale. This week it's not. But guaranteed to win or you get the next one free. It'll be a nice big win for everybody. Deuce, what is the 3-team teaser? Just look above. It's posted in the comment section or rewind. It was on the screen with a copy of my ticket because we actually bet the games we give you. So I just put $1,000 on a free play. And we actually bet the games we give you, unlike other services. I mean, I hear some guys on Twitter, I'm the number one NBA handicapper in the world. I'm the number one this. I'm the number one that. I'm the number one this. Yet they're just giving out losers, and they never show you a ticket. And they never show you a damn ticket. You have to ask yourself, why is that? Why is that? Well, because they're probably not really number one. All right, so you have a little while if you're not on board my personal plays or premium plays. You still have time. The first premium play does not start for 33 minutes, and then after that, the next one is not until after 4 o'clock. All right, the next one is not until after 4 o'clock. My personal plays, I have a couple early and then another one later on in the day. So most of mine are of the earlier games. So as Mr. Watson said, he's seen my tickets for years because we actually bet the games we give out. And for everybody that doesn't know, we will be live tomorrow. We go live 7 days a week. Put out content 365 days a year. We'll be live tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, dark and early again. Deuce, just hit the rewind button or scroll up in the comment section. It's very easy for everybody to see. All right, let's get back to some college hoops because we've got some games that go down in 30 minutes. Somebody give me another game that they wanted. I seen somebody posted requesting the LSU game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But somebody post up in the comments. We'll do the LSU and Tennessee game. We'll do that one next. That game actually starts in 29 minutes, or 30 minutes actually. Tom, you bet the teaser. Fantastic. It should be a nice winner. Plenty of time to jump on one of our packages. Get 3 days of premium plays or 3 days of my personal plays, $99. All right, let's jump into the LSU and Tennessee game for everybody. Robert, we'll do 603 and 604 next. Oklahoma State and Texas Tech. LSU, guys, game 601 and 602. It's the first game on the board. Super easy for you guys to find the numbers if you're looking for it. Tennessee opened up as a 1.5-point favorite. They're now a pick in quite a few spots, although the MGM still has them laying 1. BetMGM app has them laying 1.5. D Casino has them laying 1 and 5 dimes. All have them laying 1 as well, or minus 117 on the money line. Let me just tell you here, if you're taking taking Tennessee laying 1 at minus 110, you might as well just lay 7 cents more and take them on the money line. All right, total opened up at 137.5. It's down to 133.5 at the Westgate. It's still at 134 at 5 dimes. Okay. As far as these two teams, let's start out with LSU. They've lost 2 out of their last 3 games. They lost to East Tennessee State, holy hell, 74-63 at home, and they lost a semi-road game against my Trojans back on December 21st, 70-68. In the last 2 weeks, they've played 3 times. They've only their last game was on December 29th, a win over Liberty, 74-57. A great gimme game for them. Here they are. They get Tennessee on the road. Will Wade, he's got his program guys. They're off to 8-4 start. Before their 2 disaster of losses against East Tennessee State and USC. And the USC game was a great game. If you remember, we were on USC for that game. Said USC would win by a bucket, and they won by a bucket. They had losses to VCU and Utah State, all by a bucket. Here they are, guys. They're coming off a gimme win last Sunday. They haven't played in almost a week. They're going to be going up against a Volunteers team, guys. Rick Barnes, he had his team off to a hot start until the middle of December. Until a couple of weeks ago, the wheels have fell off that Tennessee college basketball program. They had wins over UNC Asheville, Murray State, Washington, who they beat by 13, Alabama State, Chattanooga. They ran into Florida State. They lost by a 3, 60-57 in that game. They bounced right back. They beat VCU by a 3-pointer. Excuse me. As well as beating Florida A&M 72-43 in a gimme game that has already, everybody's beaten Florida A&M. That's a gimme program and a gimme game for everybody. Their wheels fell off when they went and they met Memphis, and they had Memphis at home. They lost 51-47 in a super low-scoring contest. Then they had Cincinnati on the road. They lost on the road 78-66. They also lost they came back. They beat Jacksonville State by 22, but then they just lost to Wisconsin by 20. Tennessee got murdered by Wisconsin 68-48. So this is going to be the battle of the two teams trending in the wrong direction. Deuce, just scroll up. I posted it in the comment section. So even if you can't see it on the screen, it's in the comment section. So this is going to be a battle of who wants it most, battle of 2 struggling programs. Excuse me, voice is starting to crack. Taking a look at LSU. They do have one of the better offenses. They've got as far as adjusted efficiency goes, they've got one of the top 20 offenses in all of Division I, 17th actually in our system. Tennessee 90th. As far as defenses go, Tennessee leads the charge on defense. We've got them ranked 33rd on defense, with LSU coming in at 97th. So big difference between both offense versus defense. One of them is going to get the battle, or is it going to be a close game? You've got LSU who hits 55.3% from the field, just 48 for Tennessee. Division I average for reference is 49.3%. Turnovers. Both turning over the ball roughly the same. 19.7% of the time for LSU, 19.9% for Tennessee. Offensive rebounds. LSU leading the charge, 33.7% of all the rebounds will come from the offensive glass. Tennessee is just at 29.9% of all the rebounds coming from the offensive glass as well. Thank you, Jermaine Reed. He's posted it. I've posted it. Everybody else has posted it as well. 3-pointers. Both teams struggling to knock down threes. LSU hitting 31.4% of all their 3 balls. Tennessee coming in even worse than that. Near bottom of the pack when it comes to the stat in Division I. They're actually the 294th best. So they're like the 60-something worst 3-ball shooting team at just 29.7%. Another area where Tennessee struggles is all their 2-point plays, every jump shot, layup, and dunk. They're converting less than 50%. They're at 49.9%. That's 0.8% above Division I average, but it's still on the low side. LSU hitting 59.3%. They're the second best when it comes to this category. Free throws. Tennessee can knock down their free throws, but they can't hit a jump shot to save their life. Hitting 74% from the charity stripe. LSU 75.1%. So you've got two teams very efficient at knocking down free throws from the charity stripe. Two foul participation that we were talking about in the last breakdown. These numbers are higher. These numbers will definitely come into play. All right, Tennessee, they play at a 28.2%. Rick Barnes allows his team to play a little over 28%, so just round up to 30. If they're picking up two fouls in the first 10 minutes, at the 10-minute mark, they'll get 3 minutes. If they're picking up two fouls in the first 5 minutes, they'll sit on the bench for some. They'll get 30% of that remaining 15 minutes, which would put them on the court, for 5 minutes. That number for LSU is a tad bit higher at 31.6, but roughly the same, roughly around the 30 percentile mark. So both teams will participate in it. All right, how big a factor are free throws for both teams? Tennessee relies on the free throw for 21.6% of all their total points. Only 17.1% of the total points for LSU are coming from the charity stripe. They're not a big relier on it. They rely on that 2-point play nearly all the time, 59.8%. Deuce, I already went over it. Already read it all. Just go and rewind it. If plus you've already missed one of them. One of them's already started. So there you go. I'm already back onto college basketball. Feel free to hit the rewind button or scroll up in the chat. People have posted it a million times. So, but as far as this one goes, I think there's better opportunities out there to make money than this game. If you guys if you put that bullet to my head and you said make me pick, I would probably take LSU for the sole fact that they are coming off a nice big win over Liberty. They are on the road, however, and they have not won on the road just yet. They have not won on the road. They've only got one true road game, and it was a 2-point loss to VCU. So they've got something to prove on the road. But both teams trending in the wrong direction. LSU losing 2 out of their last 3 games. They did win their last one, though. And Tennessee losing 3 out of their last 4 games since December 14th. Memphis, Cincinnati, Jacksonville State, which was their gimme win, and then just losing to Wisconsin as well. So if I had to choose on these two, I would probably take LSU. So I'll give a lean towards LSU plus the 1. But if I had to choose on this one, I wouldn't choose. All right, if I had to choose, I wouldn't choose. I think there might be a better opportunity for the total on this one. If I was going to choose, I'd probably take the over 134. So I do lean towards the over 134 more than I do LSU, and I really don't like either one of them, though. But again, if you put the bullet to my head and you made me choose, that's who I would choose. Oh, yeah, sorry. Bye-bye. Bye-bye there, Deuce. You've got issues. A lot of them. Dr. Franco Southern Miss scored. Marcus Southern Miss already struck. That was quick. That was quick. You didn't miss much, Tom. You didn't miss much. Hold on 1 second, folks. Give me 1 quick second. And then we're going to pick another college hoops game. We're going to break down another game for you guys as well. You guys had to know he was leading up somewhere. Dr. Dre did Jesus. What about moneyline picks? But you guys had to know he was leaning somewhere. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? I can't see it. I mean, shit, it's plain as day. Easy as can be for anybody to see. Live line on Southern Miss is now plus 3.5. Tulane minus 3.5. Total has been bumped up to 60.5 with that quick score. Extra point failed. Can't say that I'm surprised. Give me 1 second, folks. Actually, live line is now plus 2.5. Southern Miss for the game. Interesting line. Dr. Franco, 2-year-old, could see it. Yeah, I knew he was leaning. It's funny, I already had his profile up so I could hit the block button on his dumb ass very quick. Andre, good morning, sir. MLB, what's going on? Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Remember, guaranteed Saturday, guys. You need to be signed up by 4 p.m. Eastern time. By 4:30 Eastern time to get on board guaranteed Saturday. It is a sloppy $1.50. It is $150 guaranteed to win, or you'll get the next one absolutely free. It's essentially our biggest play of the entire week. There is an opportunity. There is a small chance, not a small chance. There's a decent chance we'll have one of our big NFL guaranteed games tomorrow. I don't know though. As of right now, we don't. But it's possible. We're waiting to confirm some information. And if that happens, I will be the first to let you guys know on, obviously, Twitter and all of that good stuff. We'll let you guys know. We'll send out an email as well. So hopefully, I know you guys love those plays as well. So it's a possibility for that one as well. So hopefully we're able to have that. But guys, I'm telling you, you want one big win today. You know, a lot of people ask me all the time, you know, what is guaranteed Saturday? You know, why is it so expensive? You know, our company is not on the cheap side. I get that. You know, I get that. I know the plays we put out are more on the expensive side. I understand that. You know, I've been trying to get them to, you know, lower the prices over the years, and it's been something that has been successful. We've been able to get the prices down, especially you guys see it, you know, sales. You can get all of my personal plays between now and the end of the NBA Finals, the end of June, for $1,500. Ends up being like $58 a week. So prices have actually came down quite a bit. But, you know, guaranteed Saturday, guys, it's one huge win. One huge win, one huge game that we put a guarantee on, that we step out on and we absolutely pound. All right, that we absolutely pound. And when you guys are looking for one big game, you know, there's your opportunity. You know, there's your opportunity to get one monster play that we're going to absolutely murder the books with. You know, we had Notre Dame last week. And we're going to have a nice big win again this week. That's a fact. That's a fact. And you guys want one big win? Here you go. Here you go. Here's your big opportunity to get one monster play. And no doubt about it, I'm going to absolute pound the crap out of it, and you guys should too. You guys definitely should too. So, but like I said, it does come with a cost. It's $150. But for some reason, I got to stick my foot in my mouth and we don't win. You'll get the next one absolutely free, but we ain't losing this one. Just like we didn't lose last one or the one before that. You guys will be on a nice monster win. Yeah, Christopher Cespedes wrestling wild boar to get in shape. No doubt about that one. No doubt about that one. Give me 1 second, folks. And then we're going to do another college basketball game. And then we'll put you guys on something good as well. We can do the Florida State-Louisville game. We can do the Florida State-Louisville game. I know that game starts in 14 minutes, so we can do that one next. We can do that one next. One second, guys. All right. So let me pop up that game. We'll do that game next. And then what we'll do is we'll get you guys on a free play. How does that sound? Another free play, because I already gave you guys one, but I'll give you guys another good one. Give you guys another good one. Does that sound like a plan?
The two outstanding teams.
Hold on 1 second. I just popped up the Southern Miss game. Gennaro says, thumbs up. Yes, guys, if you're new to our channel, hit that thumbs up button. Let us know you appreciate all the hard work. Got another free play coming your way. Got another free play coming your way here shortly. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right down below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you do not miss a beat. That way you get notified every single time we go live or we put out content. You will be notified. All right, so hit that subscribe button. And let us know you appreciate all the hard work that we do to bring you guys the free content 7 days a week. 365 days a year. Another big run for Southern Miss on first down. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just popping up the Florida State game, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Alrighty, so got all this good stuff up. Popping up the odds on this one. This one we actually got to travel a little farther down the page to find the odds. It's game 635 and 636. All right, guys? $635, $636. Louisville opened up as a 7-point favorite. They're now down to laying 6.5 in some spots at the Westgate. MGM's got them at 6. Station's got them at 6. The D Casino has them at 6.5. Total opened up at 131. It is up to 134. Total on this one has been on the move. I actually see it at 133 and a half still. Take a look at our friends over at 5 Dimes. Let's take a look at what they have on this game. Taking a look at this game, guys. 6.5 minus $1.10 for Louisville, minus 6, minus 118, and over 133.5 minus 116 for the total over there. Got to make this one short and sweet because you guys, this game goes off in 10 minutes. So we're going to do the super fast version of this breakdown. First of all, Florida State, 2-loss program. They've got a 5-game win streak over Clemson, North Florida, South Florida, North Alabama, and Georgia Tech, who they just beat by 12. Their only 2 losses came to Pittsburgh in Game 1, their very first game of the season, which was a conference play game to start the year. They lost 63-61 to Pitt. They also lost 80-64 on the road to Indiana. They are on the road for a huge contest against Louisville. Guys, this is a conference play game. They're 2-1 in conference play. They've got wins over Clemson as well as Georgia Tech to get their last 2 conference wins. And here they are. Louisville, 11-2, 2-loss program. They've actually had their last 2 losses came in the last 4 games. They lost to Texas Tech 70-57 in a neutral site game. Okay. Then they had wins over Eastern Kentucky and Miami of Ohio, both gimme games. Then they ran into Kentucky. They lost in OT 78-70. 78-70. 1 p.m. Eastern time. We had this game down at, for what I thought, did they move they must have moved the time start. 2 p.m. Eastern time. 2 p.m. Eastern time. You are correct. 2 p.m. Eastern time. So plenty of time. My times are all mixed up this morning. 1 p.m. Central time. I got you. 2 p.m. Eastern time. So no rush on that one. Southern Miss moving the ball very nicely. Flag on the play. You guys are probably already ahead of me. But when you're taking a look at these programs, take a look at Louisville. They just lost to Kentucky, and a couple weeks before that, they lost to Texas Tech. They've lost 2 out of their last 4. They're at home. They have not lost a home game yet. They've got wins at home over Youngstown State, Indiana State, North Carolina Central, UC Upstate, as well as Akron, Michigan. They have a big win over Michigan at home, as well as Pittsburgh at home as well, as Eastern Kentucky and Miami of Ohio. As far as these teams go, taking a look at the numbers. I didn't break down Indiana and Maryland. I didn't break down that game. As far as these 2 teams go, when you take a look at offense, you're going to find very similar numbers when it comes to offense. Both can shoot the ball very well. Both move the ball around the court very well. Both knocking down, high percentage from the field as well. And both are very capable to knock down free throws from the charity stripe. Both limit turnovers and both get offensive rebounds. Offensively, this is going to be a very evenly matched game. Defensively, Louisville's defense definitely steps it up. However, Florida State is no slouch in the defense as well. Going to be a great game all the way around for both teams. And I think we could see a lot of action in this game. Regardless of Louisville's defense being ranked 5th and Florida State's ranked 20th, you've got the 13th best offense in Louisville as well as the 35th best offense in Florida State. So one's going to give. One's going to give. Anthony, did they just score another goal in extra time? That's insane. Wow, 3-0 with seconds left. That's absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. That's some bad luck right there. That's straight bad luck right there. You can, I feel bad for our soccer guy dropping that one. Under 2.5 and you lose it with seconds left in extra time. 8 minutes in extra time. 90 plus 7. Nearly at the 8-minute mark. That's a tough one. That really is. That's a tough one. I do feel bad for him there. Plus 8 minutes of injury time is absolutely a ridiculous number as well. If you ask me, but I'm not a big soccer guy. But that's just tough right there. That's just tough. You have under 2.5 and they score. There's 8 minutes of extra injury time. and you lose the game goes over with 18 seconds left. Wow. That's insane. All right, back to this game. Back to where we need... 8 minutes is a ton, 6 is a lot, from what I know. So that one definitely hurts. Definitely hurts. All right, so back to this game, guys. Florida State hitting 52.5% from the field. Louisville 54.7%. All right. Offensive rebounds, 32.1% of all the rebounds by Florida State come from the offensive glass. Louisville, 32.6% of all the rebounds come from the offensive glass. Both teams very capable of rebounding the ball on the offensive glass as well. Both teams very pretty decent at knocking down the three ball. Florida State hitting 33.4%. Louisville hitting 36.5%. However, both teams pretty good at defending the three ball. None better than Louisville, who's holding teams to 27.7% shooting from out deep. Florida State's holding teams to 31.9% as well. 2-point plays. Louisville hitting 54.7% of all their 2-point plays. Every jump shot, layup, and dunk. The 2-point plays for Florida State, not far below that, 0.9% less at 53.8%. Still a high percentage. Free throws. Both shooting free throws phenomenal. Louisville hitting 72.2%. Should be able to pick that one up. But in conference play, usually things get a little bit tighter as the season goes. Florida State hitting 76.3% early into the season. Both teams don't turn over the ball a lot. 18.2% for Louisville, 18.8% for Florida State. Bench minutes, both are going to the bench for nearly 30% or more. A low side on Louisville at 28.7% of all minutes played are by bench personnel. 38.3% are by bench personnel for Florida State. 2 foul participation. Florida State don't play that way. All right, they come in at an extremely low 4.9%. Leonard Hamilton, he's got his Seminoles. If they pick up 2 fouls, they ain't playing. So factor that one in. Just grade that one right down to a 0. Now, Chris Mack, the coach of the Louisville Cardinals, guys, he's a little bit different of a beast. He'll allow his players to play roughly 18%, so round up to the 20 percentile, which is still a very low number. I don't throw that into any aspect of the total. It shouldn't swing the total one way or another, especially early on in the first half, especially for a first half total as well. Height advantage, huge height advantage for Florida State, over a 2.5-inch height advantage per player coming from Florida State on average. Experience level for Louisville, there's no denying that one. Now, both teams not a big relier on the free throw. Florida State hitting 19.3% of all their total points come from the free throw line, whereas Louisville is even less than that, 17.9%. Both of these teams rely heavily on every jump shot, layup, and dunk, those 2-point plays. Both rely heavily on that. As far as this game goes, I have no opinion on the side. No opinion on the side on this one, but I am going to get you guys on a play on this game. But for everybody that doesn't know, guaranteed Saturday. I know I've said this so everybody already knows, but for the people that are new that do not know, guaranteed Saturday, it's in the NFL. It is in the NFL. You need to be signed up by 4:30 Eastern Time. All right, you need to be signed up by 4:30 Eastern Time to get on board. It's $150. Guaranteed a winner. You'll get the next one absolutely free. My personal plays, I only have one that went off as of right now. The rest of them do not start until 2 p.m. or later, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 Pacific. So if you're not on board my personal plays and you want some college hoops winners, you want some big winners later on, super, super, super easy opportunity. Get on board, pick up 3 days for $99, a month on sale for $500. You can pick up every one of them on sale between now in the end of the NBA Finals on June 21st for an easy $1,500, which ends up being like $58 a week. So definitely some great opportunity, guys, to get on some easy wins. And as always, we guarantee our packages. Let's just say that for everybody that doesn't know. Tyler, this ain't the Scores mobile app chat. Just because a team is down 13-0 and it's college football doesn't mean they're not going to make a comeback. Especially early on, teams will make adjustments. But again, I may not be on Tulane anyways. But as far as, our packages go, let's just say you buy 3 days of premium plays. If you don't make money after 3 days, we take care of you until you do. Same thing with my personal plays. If you don't make any money, we take care of you until you do. Doesn't matter if you buy a 3-day package, a week package, a month package, a year package. We will take care of our own. We always take care of our clients. Always take care of you guys. We always make sure that you're putting money in your pocket, more money than you actually spend. All right, and that's a fact. That was a nice big sack on 3rd and 15 for Southern Miss. Southern Miss coming out to play in the first half. That's a fact, at least the first quarter. So here they are getting the ball back with 3:45 to go in the first quarter. Up 13-0 with 2 easy touchdowns. Conference USA, no joke. Against a lonely Tulane team. Especially punting from near their own end zone. Good starting position at the 32. It's definitely looking good for the teaser we put out, right? The teaser we put out is definitely looking like a good start. Hang on one second, folks. Give me one quick second. But yeah, our teaser is definitely looking good. At least the first leg of it. Remember, it's a 3-leg teaser. We've got Southern Miss plus 16 for the teaser. Plus 16, and we're up 13-0. So we've got 29 points to spare for the first leg of our 3-team teaser that we gave to everybody for free. So that'll be a nice one there. Bradley, thank you for jumping on board. Guaranteed Saturday. Be a nice big win. It's going to put a bunch of money in your pocket. I know you're fairly new to us, so welcome, welcome, welcome. I know you've hammered the last two that we had. The last two that we had, you've hammered and absolutely pounded the books with. So good deal there. Good deal there. Remember, guys, you guys can be cool like Bradley and Gerald and everybody else that jumped on board and get a nice big win as well. So I've got it loaded into the system. Mark says, I heard a hard lean in Kyle's voice when he was gushing on their quarterback. Mark says he took Southern Miss money line. It's probably a good bet. Probably a good bet. I do like Southern Miss. We are on Southern Miss. One of the bowl package play is on Southern Miss for the bowl package. Gennaro, did you call a total on the Florida game? The Florida State game? No, not yet. Not yet. All right, guys, time to get you guys on a nice big free play. Free personal play, Florida State, Louisville, over 133.5. Florida State, Louisville, over 133.5. Gennaro, so there you go. There's your call on the over, or on the total on that game. So there you go. Good luck to everybody that bet our teaser that we put out, the 3-team 8-point teaser that we put out earlier. That should be a nice win for everybody. We're looking good on the first leg. Not to say anything can't happen, but we've got 29 points to spare, and we're getting the ball back. So, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty, hopefully they could slow the scoring down just a tad bit, though. Would be greatly appreciated. Alrighty, so there's that play, guys. Remember, Tom says he highly suggests everyone jump on board Guaranteed Saturday. Yes, Tom has it as well. It's in your account. General, starting Monday, I'll purchase your picks, brother. Whenever you're ready, we're always going to be here. We ain't going anywhere. We're always here to help you guys, and we're always here to put money in your pocket. And I look forward to working with you. I look forward to working with absolutely everybody. When you guys are ready, we're here. It's generally after you guys get burned by everybody, then we become your guys' favorite because we actually make people money. So, but make it your first stop, especially if you're new to this. Let us help you out. Let us put some money in your pocket. Remember, guys, if you want another free play, if you want an additional free play, go watch our daily free play video. Got a nice big free play out in that video as well. I'll post a link to that one. There's a direct link to that one as well. Great show today. Long show. Nearly a 3-hour show today as well. So it's going to be a great time. Going to be a great day today. Hopefully free plays. Will be 3-0, including the 3-team 8-point teaser that paid plus money. Mark says, Kyle is the most gracious guy in the game, even helps those that don't buy packages. I can only imagine the customer service on those who pay. Mark, that's one thing that we want to pride ourselves in is treating you guys the way that we'd want to be treated if we were on the other side. As William just said, let us right the wrongs others have done. That's generally what happens. You guys get burned by somebody else and you guys end up coming here. And we show you guys the correct way to, one, be treated as a customer, and two, how to bet on sports and make sports part of your bettering yourself financially, and we treat you guys. It doesn't matter if you guys never buy a package from me. I mean, there's guys, for instance, like Mike Butler, who's been around since the very beginning. Mike has never spent a penny with our company, and I've never asked him for a single penny, nor do I ever expect him to buy a package. Maybe he will one day, maybe he won't, and that's okay. I treat him just as if he's a paying customer. He calls and got a question, I'll be more than happy to answer it. No different than with you guys. Our customers stay with us long term. Look at Mr. Watson. Brian Watson's been with us, from day one of us here on YouTube. He buys our hockey every single year. Now he's on every single one of our Guaranteed Saturday and my Game of the Week package. So it just shows volume. When customers stick around long term. Michael's on board long term. Michael N. So we got a lot of long term customers and customers that will actually sign up for a year or 2-year package. That shows volume and what we're capable of doing. And if we weren't being successful, they definitely wouldn't stick around. That's a fact. They definitely wouldn't stick around. And they probably wouldn't be participating in our live chat. So Dr. Franco hasn't been on board as a paying customer in a long time, like he said. But again, he's got a question. I'll be more than happy to answer it, especially in the live chats. Help you guys out. Throw you guys bones every now and then. Try and get you guys on more than what we do. I love giving out the free stuff and wish I could give more. So help us spread the word, build our channel. If you haven't already done so, subscribe. The bigger we make this, as far as subscriptions go, subscribers go, the website, the more I'll be able to do for you guys every single day for free. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so on your way out the door. Hit that thumbs up. And the reason why I emphasize the thumbs up is it helps get our video trending on YouTube. Helps us get, in the right placement, higher up in the placements. It's, no secret that if you go into YouTube or Google and you type in, I don't want to do this because, other people started knocking off our keywords in our videos and what we do. But our videos show up first. Our videos show up first, and they usually have multiple videos on the first page, whereas some other, clowns on YouTube, they're not even anywhere around. So, help us build, and we'll continue to, give back to you guys absolutely free. We now have live odds on our website. You guys want to have access to the fastest odds on the website, or on the internet with the easiest mobile layout, go to our website, click on the odds tab. A lot of you probably don't know that. I'll post a link to it. Matter of fact, do me a favor. I'm going to post a link to the, here's a link to the college basketball odds, but you can go and you can click on any of them, from college basketball to NFL to college football, for any of them. Actually, I have them loading up here in a second, and I'm going to post them up in the comment section for all of you guys. Sorry, my internet's lagging. And then, as KC said, he likes it. Build the bankroll so that you can keep buying the next package and the next. We will always take care of you. But yes, go to our website, check out the live odds. So, for instance, here's the NFL live odds for the wildcard games. Let us know what you think of this. These are the fastest that you can get on the internet for free. That's a fact. It's the fastest updated that you can get on the internet. Very shortly, we'll be rolling out even more features with it. Line movements, where you can click on it and track the line movements. All kinds of great stuff. All kinds of great stuff that I can't even tell you about just yet, because obviously we're the leader in bringing you guys free content and things that make you guys a better handicapper on your own. So there's odds for you guys. You no longer got to go to Vegas Insider. You no longer got to go to Don Best. You no longer got to go anywhere, Odds Shark, anywhere, and go look for odds. And I'll be honest with you, they have the odds that matter to you guys. Most of you are not here in Vegas. So being able to see what the Westgate, Caesars, MGM, and stations have is irrelevant to you. Most of you guys use 5 Dimes, your local bookie, Bovada, BetDSI, one of those. So on our website, you'll be able to get odds. The first one that we list is 5 Dimes. The second one is the Westgate. We've got a couple from Vegas, a lot of them offshore. We even have DraftKings on there for you guys on the East Coast that bet with DraftKings. So you get odds from 5 Dimes, Westgate, here in Vegas, DraftKings, the MGM, the BetMGM app, because that's nationwide now. All right, that's for other states as well back east. The D Casino, why? Even though that's important for you guys, is because the D Casino releases, like NFL and college football lines, they release them first. They release them before any other sports book, so you guys can get a jump on what you guys are going to be betting. Caesars, which has their app as well, and that's nationwide. The station casinos, Bovada, obviously offshore, and BetDSI offshore. So, we bring those to you guys absolutely free. So, and definitely, I want to hear your guys' feedback on the live odds. So definitely go check out the live odds on our website, guys. Nobody else is bringing you guys those. These are not scraped XML feeds from other websites. These are straight coming from Scientific Gaming. Yes, we had to pass, specifically me, because I'm the face. We had to pack a background check with Scientific Gaming because they're a publicly traded company. So that just shows volumes there that my ugly face could pass the background check in order to be able to bring you guys this on our website. Why is that important? Because I want to make sure the live doesn't get in the hands of the wrong companies. So there you go. There you go. If we're able to bring it to you guys, it's already speaking volumes. So you won't see any other companies, sports services, dealing with Scientific Gaming. So the casinos do, the bookmakers do, the big bookmakers, the legal bookmakers do. And we bring you that information. So there you have it. So good luck, everybody, today. Tulane in the red zone. Noah Allen played Kyle's NBA pick. Well, first of all, it's the company's pick, not mine. and it's the consensus play, which is our smallest of the play. And yeah, the Knicks didn't pan out so well when they were +7 and winning pretty much the entire game outright, winning pretty big too, and then end up losing by 8. But yeah, if you want my plays, get on my personal plays. They're not consensus plays, I promise you that much. So at least you got to get that one straight there. If you want to get on my plays, you got to get on my personal plays. So we have much better games than the small consensus play. Consensus play should win today, but we've got much bigger games than that. But again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. Thank you all for tuning in. I am out of here. I'll be in the office all day long. We got a huge day today, with the exception of when I go to the gym. Going to go to the gym here in a little bit, so we'll get on it there. And Noah, you're all good, brother. You're all good. The consensus plays are our smallest plays, so bet accordingly. All right, I don't bet them as big as my personal plays or premium plays or hell, guaranteed Saturday, which we absolutely step out on. So, all right, guys, if you want to get on board, you know how to get on board. Ha! Alex, you're welcome, brother. All right, guys. If you want to get on board, you guys know how to get on board. Just go to our website, cappersdirect.com. Jermaine, you're very welcome. Thank you always for all the positive comments you, Shane, Gary, and Kathy that you guys make on a daily basis on our videos. We definitely appreciate it, and it doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you to everybody that does. All right, guys. Good luck. Always bet within your means. Don't do anything stupid. And remember, guys, we will see you all live tomorrow morning, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, dark and early in the morning. We'll see you guys all live tomorrow.